Isaac Newton needs no introduction. He is known for the immense contribution he made in the world of science. Of the many, calculus is one of such things which is considered to be developed by Isaac Newton. But do you know, calculus actually originated in India. The topic in hand is a very deep one. The whole thing cannot be covered in a single video. If you'd like to know more, let me know through comments. The intention here is to introduce you to this subject, the tip of an iceberg. Before jumping into the relationship between India and calculus, let me introduce you to a big controversy that existed in Europe itself regarding the origin of calculus. The time period in which Newton lived, there lived another mathematician too. His name, Gottfried Leibniz. The speciality is not just that both of them lived at the same time, but both of them developed calculus almost at the same time. There existed a huge fight between the two regarding who developed calculus originally. Their students and followers took it up. The fight became ugly. One accused another of stealing their concepts. The fight continued to worsen in several other dimensions too. Years later, today, the science world says that both of them developed concepts of calculus independently of each other. We are not going to brush aside this possibility, but it's highly unbelievable. Let me tell you something that makes more sense. Both of them learns calculus from somewhere else, then present it as their own. But to say this, calculus should have existed before Newton and Leibniz. Calculus did exist before Newton. It existed in India. Let us go back further in time. 300 years before the birth of Isaac Newton, 14th century, Kerala, India. There lived a man by the name Madhava of Sangamagrama. He was an astronomer and a mathematician. He is the one who developed calculus for the first time. Apart from calculus, he has made immense contributions to other fields of mathematics like algebra, geometry, and trigonometry. Madhava of Sangamagrama established a school of astronomy and mathematics in Kerala. Through this school came his disciples Vadasheri Parameswaran Nambudiri, Neelakantha, Jeshtadeva, who contributed more to his work. They have written several books on this subject. But how did this information in India reach Europe? There were several means through which knowledge from India reached Europe. One of them is through Persia. There are several examples to this. Let us discuss about one. The decimal number system, which is in practice today everywhere, originated in India. From India, this was taken to Persia, and from Persia, this went to Europe. Before the arrival of the Indian numeric system, Europeans were following the Roman numeral system. This was one way. What was the other? Ports. Indian ports have been active for a very long time. Several Europeans who came to India translated books based on astronomy, mathematics, and other sciences, and took it with them along with spices and cotton. Not just Isaac Newton, several other scientists and mathematicians of the day used books from India. Let me take your attention to Newton's own words. If I have seen further than others, it is by standing upon the shoulders of giants. Newton clearly says that his achievements wouldn't have been possible without the help of some giants. But he doesn't mention who these giants are. We won't get into this topic much, but let me tell you this much. European countries which decided to enslave India had an unsaid secret policy. Use all the scientific discoveries and knowledges from India, but do not give them their credit. Years later today, Isaac Newton and Leibniz are world famous. But Madhava, Jeshtadeva, Neelakantha are unknown even in their own homeland. Nobody teaches about them and nobody learns about them. If you like the effort behind this video, kindly subscribe, share. If you have any questions, ask me through the comments.